Today I'm going to talk about texting and driving. I'm going to talk about the dangers, why it is so wrong to do. I'm going to go over a few statistics that I have gathered through research that talks about texting and driving. Also, we're going to go over ways I believe we should stop texting and driving and how that we could make that possible. And at the end, I'm going to share a little personal story that I've had with texting and driving. First, I'm going to read a few statistics that I wrote down that I gathered off the internet. The National Safety Council reports that cell phone use while driving leads to 1.6 million crashes each year. Nearly 390,000 injuries occur each year from accidents caused by texting while driving. 1 out of every 4 car accidents in the United States is caused by texting and driving. Texting while driving is 6 times more likely to cause an accident than driving drunk. That's definitely not saying that drinking and driving is safer, just that texting is basically going 6 times more chance that you're going to get in an accident. Texting while driving causes a 400% increase in time spent off the road with your eyes. Here's 2 of them that I've gathered that are just crazy. 94% of drivers support a ban on texting while driving. 74% of drivers support a ban on handheld cell phone use. Now let's think about that 94% number for a minute. So 94% of drivers support a ban on texting while driving. But yet we still are having, 390,000 injuries over a year, 1.6 million crashes as a result to it. 1 out of every 4 car accidents is caused by it, but yet 94% of drivers support a ban that you should not text while driving. So that is pretty much saying that everyone knows it's wrong, but yet we're doing it. I myself am guilty. I'm not going to talk about this and think that I am above everyone. I have done it, but I have pretty much limited to almost stop doing it through incidents that have happened in my personal life and that I have seen and read online. How about this? 4,637 people in the United States died in car crashes in 2018 due to cell phone use. Now, it didn't specifically say texting and driving, but cell phone use pretty much means that, talking on the phone, or just your eyes off the road in general. How do we stop it? There's a lot of different ways that people could think of, but they just don't follow through with it. Personally, we just need to put the phone away. I've got a few ways that I would stop texting while driving. I wrote those down as well. Number 1, turn the phone to silent. If you have to have it in the car with you, put it in your pocket, put it in the passenger seat, just turn it to silent. You can't hear, you can't respond to what you can't hear. The second one I got, keep the phone out of reach. Put it in the trunk, put it in the glove box. You can't see it, you can't respond to it. Number 3, pretty simple one. If you have to have it on you, it has to not be on silent. And it's emergency, just pull over and stop. Simple as that. Nothing is in that big of a hurry that you can't pull over and respond to an important call or text. And lastly, this is a little different, but parents, myself am one, we need to lead by example. If our children, teenagers, see us texting and driving, or constantly on the phone while driving, distracted, they're going to see us and they're going to do what we do because they mimic what we do. So if we set that good example for them, then they will follow our good example and we can save millions of lives. Simple as that. You do not want to be having to bury a child or watch one of your children's friends or a friend of yours or even a stranger. You don't want to have to see anybody pass away or get injured because of your carelessness or your lack to think properly over something that is really not that important to begin with. To answer a text over what time you're going to be somewhere or what was somebody wearing or just something that just is irrelevant to life. I'm going to tell a little story. Nothing tragic, luckily for me, but I'm going to say it was about 8 years ago. I was going to visit an ex-girlfriend in South Carolina. I was about 45 minutes to an hour away, and I felt the need to be on my phone and text her. Just can't even remember at the time what about. Obviously not that important since I was going to be there in an hour. So I messaged her to let her know, and while doing so, the phone was in my lap. So obviously my head was down like this, and I had my eye off the road for probably 5 seconds. Going down a one-way street, a car pulled out like he was supposed to, and I didn't see him, and I ran right into his side. Totaled my car, messed up his. Luckily, no one was seriously injured other than whiplash from myself. But that was 8 years ago. I felt like I learned a little bit that day, more than most people. Luckily, I didn't have to have anything tragic happen for me to learn my valuable lesson. But in the end, it happened. So I want everyone from this moment forward to wrap things up, to just let everybody know, your family, your friends know this message as you read it, that you already know. Texting and driving is not very safe. Can cause millions of lives damaged, harmed, possibly ruined. So just put the phone away and hide it. Don't even bring it with you. And just get to where you need to safely, and all will be well. Thank you.